By the way, pretty large flood advisory now just issued moments ago down to the south, and that's where the tornado warnings are going to remain down in southern Oklahoma. So I know that you see this warning here that does come up as far north as just west of Turner Falls, but that circulation is now going to be down by Ardmore, and then you can see two more tornado warnings down there by Caddo and down by Durant. So this will be the area to watch for our tornado warnings here. Let me check in with Nick Smith right now in Pauls Valley. Nick, as I look at your shot right there, the rain, it is coming down. How strong are the winds where you are there, Nick?
Yeah, so right now, Damon, we're having, and this is just kind of estimating with everything. Let's go ahead and go up here. It's probably about 40, maybe 35, 40 miles an hour. It's not super strong right now. I think the strongest winds have probably moved off to my east just a little bit, but we're here in Pauls Valley. And the thing I was thinking about a minute ago as we were here, we've been here so many times, I feel like, in the last month. This area has gotten, just really hit hard with tornadoes and then wind storms. So, definitely be cognizant that there might be branches that were loosened by the other storms that could come down with these strong winds that are blowing through right now. So, I would just stay away from windows, and, if you got a safe place in your house to be, I just kind of hang out there, because I wouldn't go near, if you have like a tree that overhangs over your house or anything like that. I would not be in that area. I'd definitely be away from that if you are in the Pauls Valley area right now. Back to you.
Absolutely. And there are a couple areas that we are watching right now for power outages. Now, they're not tremendously high, mostly around 100. We are right now getting about 700 outages reported there in Canadian County because of these storms as they've been dropping down to the southeast. Haven't seen yet any, though, for Grady, McLean, or Cleveland County, but we will be monitoring that as these storms continue to track to the east here. The most intense storms that we have right now are still going to be down from basically Moore. You're on the northern fringe, getting some really strong winds there in Moore as that storm is now basically fizzling out across Cleveland County. And then you're still finding some intense storms right now from Pauls Valley all the way down to the south. Let me check in real quick one last time with Michael. Michael, what are you seeing right now from Storm Command?
Just kind of the rain on the backside of this again is heavy in pockets. There's still some vivid cloud to ground lightning strikes that are coming down here just right in between Newcastle and Blanchard. We just got on Highway 9 and we're headed east right now. Now the winds right in this area are not too strong. It's interesting, Damon, because there are just a lot of pockets of wind. And looking at radar, here's one thing I've noticed. There was a big surge that came out from underneath these storms that went well out east of the rain. And I think that outflow is what has created some of those stronger winds. I got a video from someone who was in Moore, and it almost even looked like there were some power flashes in her videos. So she just sent those to me over on Facebook. So I see that core of wind like out over Lake Thunderbird now. Oh my gosh, wow, there was a lightning strike right in front of us. I'm gonna switch my camera view here. That was so close to us. Wow, I know you can't see it because I've got my 360 camera up, but I'll put this camera on just in case we get any more of those. But I'll tell you, there's still some fierce lightning right now in northern McLean County, southern Cleveland County, and then on further south down this line.
Yeah, and Michael, by the way, those strong winds that you're referring to, I was watching the cameras at my house, and they were really strong, at least 55 miles per hour. They were blowing. I was really watching my maple tree there, and it made it through. It made it through, but that was not the case for a couple other trees in my neighborhood the last couple of days. So those storms have weakened, and they are pushing out some pretty strong winds. So here's what we're going to do. In about 12 minutes, KOCO 5 News at 9 o'clock on MeTV will begin. So we will be handling more weather coverage there. Obviously, a lot more stories to pass along, but just know that we have severe storms right now from Paola down towards Pauls Valley and Wynnewood. Those are tracking down to the southeast. We're going to continue to monitor it, but important to note that any tornado threat that is going to be out there for the rest of the evening is really getting pushed far into southern Oklahoma. Keep it with KOCO 5 News. We'll bring you the first alert.